I forgive myself, accept allow myself to fear moving to a new location. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to fear the whole process of moving to another location. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to fear all that packing and unpacking and loading and unloading. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to program myself to believe that moving is such a complicated exercise that is so tedious and painful. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to believe that moving is going to be very painful and tiring. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to already program myself to anticipate a tiring experience when I move. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to already condition myself to believe that moving is going to be very tiring and painful. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to already condition myself to prepare for a potential painful moving experience. So in other words, I have already conditioned myself, programming myself to experience such. It's not here yet. The moving is not here yet, but yet I have already programmed myself to experience something bad. I'm anticipating something bad. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to believe that moving is such a tiring exercise. There is so much to move, so much to pack, so much to unpack. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to believe that I do not have time for myself during the move. Not realizing every moment is time for myself, even if I am moving or not moving, if I am packing or not packing, unpacking or not unpacking. It's always time for self, because every moment I am here. I forgive myself that I accept allow myself to believe I do not have time for myself during the move, because I'll be so occupied with the move and that I may not have time for myself. The delusion here is that I need to do nothing, just to sit under a tree and breathe, and only then I will have time for myself. I forgive myself that accept allow myself to believe that I have no time for myself. Self-time is not there while I move. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to condition myself. I forgive me that accept allow myself to program myself by allowing belief systems to dominate me, by allowing opinions to dominate me. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to live by the opinions of within the mind. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to construct a reality out of opinions. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to construct a reality out of thoughts, beliefs and opinions and ideas. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to believe the move is going to be tough because I have an opinion of such. I have an opinion that it's going to be tough. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to believe there is too much to move. Instead of just being here breath by breath and just doing one step at a time, I can only do one thing at a time. You can do two things at a time. Do one thing at a time and do it properly, do it correctly, within the principle of what is best for all. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to believe that moving is not an easy thing, it's a very tough thing. And it's going to be hard on me. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to believe I'm not strong enough to lead a moving project. It's very tough to move. I forgive myself, accept allow myself to condition myself to believe that moving is tough. I forgive myself, accept, allow myself to fear moving. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to fear the idea of moving. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to fear moving to a new location, upgrade myself in my life. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to fear upgrading, fear moving to a house. I forgive myself, accept, allow myself to believe moving to a nicer place, a bigger place, as a pain. I forgive myself, accept, allow myself to fear trying new things or moving to a new location because it's more responsibility. I forgive myself, accept, allow myself to fear moving to a new place. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to believe I should just stay in one apartment till I die, just live there forever. There's no need to upgrade myself. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to fear upgrading myself. I forgive me, I forgive myself, I forgive myself. I forgive myself that accept, allow myself to fear taking the responsible step. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to fear myself. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to believe I am unable to take responsibility. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to believe and fear taking self-responsibility. That is why I fear moving. Because moving to a house implies responsibility. There is a lot more bills and lot more maintenance work, lot more taking care of work. So I fear taking all those responsibilities. Rather live in an apartment the rest of my life. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to fear moving to a house because I fear taking the responsibility that comes with it. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to fear the idea of packing and unpacking and moving, believing it's all so too much. I forgive myself, accept, allow myself to believe the whole moving idea is just too much. I forgive me that accept, allow myself to believe whole moving idea is just too much.